Welcome to Kid News Convos. I'm Tori. Today we're talking about teens and their use of tech.
That is KidNuz. It's a daily news podcast made just for kids. It's age appropriate and designed to get kids thinking and talking about what's happening in the world. So joining us right now is co-founder and host Tori Campbell, a longtime broadcast journalist herself, who helped bring this one-of-a-kind show to life. And Tori, so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us a little bit about KidNuz. Give an example of the type of content that you cover and who it's really for.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we just resumed after a summer break. So in today's podcast, for example, our lead story in KidNuz is the first female umpire working a regular season game in Major League Baseball.
Oh, very cool.
Our second story is talking about the upcoming summit between Presidents Trump and Putin in Alaska on Friday. And so it's a pretty serious story. And so, we mention it just so kids know what's going on. But then we focus on a different angle of it. We talk about why the location of Alaska is so interesting, because it used to be Russian territory and was purchased by the U.S. in 1867. And Alaska's only been a state for 59 years. So we like to bring up different topics. Another story we mentioned today is a teenage math quiz. We love to talk about ordinary kids doing extraordinary things. We also talk about some new discovered dance moves by cockatoos, for example, and of course the ugliest dog contest that just took place in Santa Rosa, California. So we cover the whole gamut of news, current events, but in an age-appropriate way. And our target audience is generally about 5 to 6 years old, up to about 13 to 14. But the sweet spot seems to be 3rd to 6th grade, where you have that lovely balance of still some innocence, but also some curiosity and intelligence to understand what's going on in the world.
And why create a news podcast specifically for kids?
Yeah, because there's so much misinformation out there. And honestly, a traditional newscast can be a little alarming or frightening for children. Sometimes it even is for adults. And so we like to be able to provide a safe place for kids to start kind of dip their toes into learning what's going on in the world, but in an age-appropriate way where the information, the audience, parents, and teachers can trust that we will be telling them what's going on in the world in a non-sensational way, in a nonpartisan way, factual. We are all professional journalists. We like to say of the 4 co-founders, we have 12 kids and 9 Emmys between us. So we like to be able to share what's going on in the world in a way that they can understand and enjoy listening as well.
I myself, too, appreciate the fact that you're giving a platform to expose kids to journalism. And find a way to love it and understand the importance of factual, like you said, nonpartisan, neutral storytelling, which is beautiful.
I am so passionate about that. I'm a second-generation journalist. My father was a journalist also, and I feel so strongly about the importance of quality journalism, and that's why I am so excited to be able to introduce this concept to the younger generation, so that then when they grow up, they will not only expect but demand quality, neutral journalism in a way that will just benefit the world in general.
Yeah, and be able to see both sides of a story. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, where can people go so they can learn more about KidNuz and listen and maybe even implement them in the classroom? Our school starts on Wednesday, Tori.
Right.
So this would be a great educational tool too, I think.
Excellent. I just have to say, I love this one quote from a teacher. She said when she plays KidNuz, it's the quietest 6 minutes of her day. Imagine that, a quiet classroom. Because kids like to listen and answer the questions at the quiz at the end correctly. So you can get more information on our website, kidnuz.org. You can listen to podcasts, KidNuz, anywhere you get your podcasts, like Apple or Spotify, and it's free.
Wonderful, Tori. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow for Idaho Today.